My garden is my favorite part of my house. I can spend hours in my garden without getting bored. It makes me come alive, and I just love that feeling. It is my mother who maintains the garden at our place, just as she takes care of various other household chores. She is a huge nature lover, and it was her idea to build a beautiful garden at home, even though there isn't a lot of space here. Most of the people in our neighborhood have converted this place in their house into car parking area or have covered the place to build a small room. But my mother chose to convert this small piece of land into a lovely garden. Our garden is full of colorful flowers. We have a row of roses on one side and a row of seasonal flowers on the other side. These flowers include marigold, petunia, pansy, hollyhock, aster, alsum, hibiscus, sunflowers, and lilies. It is extremely delightful to see these flowers blooming. My mother ensures that the plants get water and manure regularly so that they grow and bloom the way they should. I also help my mother with these activities. I am thankful to my mother for giving me such a beautiful place to sit and rejoice in nature. My Garden Essay 2. My garden is full of aromatic herbs. My grandfather loves gardening, and I love helping him with this activity. We have grown numerous types of plants in our garden. Most of these are herbs such as aloe vera, basil, mint, coriander, curry plant, and lemongrass. This helps in two ways. It adds to the beauty of the house and also provides natural herbs that offer so many health benefits. My morning begins in my garden. As I wake up, the first thing I do is to head straight to my garden. It is the best way to begin my day. I just love the essence of this place. My grandfather is already seated on the small bench we have placed there. I go and sit right next to him. I practice deep breathing for around 15 minutes and then have a look at the various plants around the garden. The sight is extremely refreshing. I begin with my daily tasks only after spending around half an hour in my garden. I often go out with my friends in the evening after my tuition classes. It gives me respite after a long day at school and coaching institute. We go to the nearby market to have some evening snacks and chit-chat for a while before heading home. While I do look forward to this time every day, I love spending the evening hours in my garden all the more. Many a times, I call my friends to my place. We sit in the garden while my mother serves hot soup and snacks. For me, it is simply the best way to spend the evening hours. My garden is an integral part of my life. This place can uplift my mood in fraction of seconds. I help my grandfather take care of my garden. My Garden Essay 3. For me, a garden is an integral part of the house. This is because I have seen one at my place ever since my childhood. I have learned to crawl, walk, and eat in my garden. I have numerous fond memories attached to it, and it forms an important part of my life. It is my grandmother who beautified this place. She has put immense efforts in growing the garden and maintaining it. Since we live on the outskirts of this city, we have the luxury of having a big house and quite a big garden. Besides the beautiful trees and flowers that form a part of my garden, there is a beautiful gazebo set up here that adds to its beauty. The gazebo is set in one corner of the garden, and it is my favorite spot. My father chose its design, and it is appreciated by all. We host a lot of parties at home, and the gazebo is a hot favorite spot for the guests. During the times when the weather is pleasant, my parents usually plan barbecue in the garden, and everyone just loves sitting in the gazebo with their plate of snacks. I also love spending some time during the evening hours at this quiet place in my garden. Many a times, I also study here. I find it easier to concentrate here compared to other parts of my house. Organic vegetables and fruits in my garden. Besides beautiful rows of leafy plants and multi-hued flowers, my grandmother has also planted many vegetables in our garden. Spinach, tomatoes, potatoes, green chilies, carrots, and eggplants are among some of the vegetables that grow in my garden. Herbs such as coriander, mint, and curry plant have also been planted. All these vegetables grow in abundance in my garden, and we often cut and cook them for our meals. Apart from these, my garden also has quite a few fruit trees. Lemon tree, mango tree, banana tree, and papaya tree have always been a part of it. They bear fruits and fill the air with their refreshing smell. Many a times, I have been made to climb the mango tree to pluck the mangoes. It is super fun, and I always look forward to it. Maintaining garden is not easy, a tough task. Though having a garden adds to the beauty of the house, it is quite a task to maintain it. Many people love the idea of growing plants and try their hands at it, but give up in some time. This is because plants require utmost care. It is essential for you to take care of them on a daily basis in order to keep them fresh and green and help them grow. Plants not only require water, but also need different types of manures to grow. Hats off to my grandmother, who is so dedicated towards taking care of our garden even at this age. She makes sure the plants are watered twice a day, and all the required manures are added from time to time. She also ensures that weeds and unwanted plants that hamper the growth of the other plants are removed timely. We have hired a professional gardener who comes to our place thrice a week and takes care of our garden. My grandmother supervises him and gets the tasks done properly. Some of the best memories of my childhood are attached to my garden. I love it when my entire family sits together in the garden to have their evening tea. I also love the winter afternoons when we have our lunch in the garden. It is simply amazing. Having a garden at home is blissful.